Okay, we're pretty much down to this last motor that has the rotor or armature. I forget which one it is. I just watched Scrap It All was talking about the difference between an armature and a rotor. It's all the same crap to me. Either one's worth money or it's not. Anyway, I have to push that thing out of here. So what I need to do is pick this up, put it on blocks. I think what I'm going to do is use the actual ram to pull this up. I'll put some blocks under it, and then we'll jack this up even more, and then possibly block it up even higher so that I can push this core out. This thing took some heavy damage, man, but I think if I can get that rotor out of there, that I can still split this, hopefully. I mean, it is kind of messed up pretty good, but I think I can get down in there and split that, and then we can grab these big nuggets. This thing is just full. Every time I touch it, it's full of grease. Nobody knows why. Okay, we got a good beat on it. I started pushing it out. You can see it's coming out there. Now, you might be thinking, oh, why don't you just pick it up and put it on there? Let me tell you something. This thing is way heavier than it looks. It's just awkward leaning over here trying to get it up in there. So I just kind of use the hydraulics while you know, wear my back out. So what I'm going to do now is just use this and keep pushing it down. Looks like we're clearing. Now, ultimately, what I'd really like to do is have a removable plate that I can pull out of here and have my through press, so this can be more versatile. Like I said earlier, this is just a prototype, and I'm going to start making a list of things that I want this thing to have and do, and then, you know, we'll add it to the other list of things that I want to do. Not even taking that much power to push this out. So we pretty much bottomed out now. Thinking I can probably knock this the rest of the way out. Yeah, it seems like it's pretty loose. Bam! Look at all that aluminum, man. Wow. Now, The press that I seen that I'm replicating, the guy had a blade in there, a flat blade. Basically, he came down this way, put a slice across it like that, on the top and bottom, and then he came this way, and he peeled all this aluminum off almost effortlessly. And then, I just watched some Pakistanis the other day. They took these motors, and they had put them in a big press. They pushed the shafts out, so it was just this part, and they split them down this way, which I thought was pretty interesting. And then they threw the 2 half moons in a hammer mill, and it liberated that aluminum from that steel like it was nothing. It was actually pretty interesting and something I want to explore. If I'm going to come across a lot of these, I need to recover that aluminum. For now, we'll send that as irony aluminum. Now we got to set the stator wrecker back up to the split. This is going to be interesting because the laminates, they got pushed over, so I can start over here. Wow, they got squished like this. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to be cutting more steel than we have to. Man, this is just a greasy mess. This wood has come in quite handy, and it's from that one of those that big Kohler generator we did the other week. I had Oliver break it down. And it definitely come in handy. I'm gonna go top up on my oil. Now, I gotta be careful because I don't want to tweak the blade, or the blade is just gonna cut right through all those laminates. True. Oh man, gotta jack this thing up a little bit. I've been using the floor jack to push this thing up so it's not rocking around. It's actually been working out pretty good. See if we can't get this thing splitting decently. So this blade is really close. I'm going to go ahead and lock this up and just keep going. That might be an issue. So here's the issue. That blade's already down in there, but look at all that. I'm gonna try to knock that over. It's putting a lot of pressure. I don't want it to chip that blade, so I'm gonna put the screwdriver in there, See if I can't assist this thing. Kind of straighten it out a little bit, or open it up so it's not. Yeah, and I'm gonna run the chisel down in there. I don't want to break that $500 blade. All right, I'm gonna just risk it for the biscuit. Oh. She's pushing hard. Oh, we almost started penetrating the other side. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to get that off of there. We'll use a 5-foot pry bar. See if we can't. Oh, there we go. Perfect. That worked better than I thought. Way heavier than it looks. Okay. And it's so wonky. I got so much grease on my fingers. Alright. Here's where we got a major problem. Maybe not. Wow. It just sliced right through that like nothing. That was actually pretty impressive. It cut through that like butter, even with the chipped edge. Dag. This thing's a beast. It didn't even flinch. Alright, I'm gonna have to start over again. Pretty sure we're almost halfway through this thing. Wow. There we go. just rolling it over now. I think we're like 2/3 of the way cut through. This is what I was worried about. Look at all the blades, or the plates are all smashed. Let's give this thing some lube. Things always go through the hole easier with lube. Cut, but you know what? That is super impressive. Look, it just sliced through all that like nothing. Now I'm not worried about these stuck together. I'll just flip this around and pull it. Now, being this was crushed, I don't know if I would have just cut it on one side, if I would have been able to pull that out. Now that we split it, we're only working with half the stuff here. So, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, look at this. We left some evidence. There's our, well, there's a little cast in there, but that's our prepared pile. Okay, I'm gonna pull the splitter, drop this back down. We're gonna pull that, and that is the last motor. Oh, I need to find that steel. That goes with, oh, and the rotor. There it is. That's the last copper from Miami. I just need to do the those big transformers out there. So what I'm going to do is clean this up. I'm probably going to pick that thing up as soon as I'm done pulling that. See about pulling that little bit of copper out. I don't know if it's going to happen. It looks pretty glued in. And then we're going to weigh that bucket. See if we've recovered our $1,180. I'm hoping we're into some profit already. If not, then transformers are going to be pretty much my profit. So I'm going to get this set up and get the puller dialed in, and we're going to rip this copper out. Okay, here we go. I don't know how well this is going to go because that's folded over, but it looks like big. That's one of the biggest, gnarliest chunks of copper on the end for that, you know, that size motor. Let's see what we got. I think it's going to pull easy. At least I'm hoping. Oh, maybe not so easy. Oh, might be able to get this in one swoop. Wow, it's actually pulling really hard. I don't think I'm going to get it in one swoop. There's so much copper. I need a deeper throat. Come on, baby. I'm just going to let it ride. It's coming out. I can tell you for sure that wouldn't have been easy without pulling that and splitting it. And I was barely holding on. This thing was just catching the very tips. I'm surprised that pulled through. And you can see the damage. I mean, that was just crushed. That would have been tough to do that by hand, but hydraulics saved the day. All right, we got one more. Then we're going to do a little weigh-in. See if we made any money yet. Looks like we got everyone except for that, which let's see if we can't knock that out. All right, let's see what we got. We got a little straggler. Looks like, oh, they're just falling out. It fell off on the ground. Looks like the machine probably pinched it off. Let's see. See if I can't just push it out with a screwdriver. Man, we like the Marines over here. Nobody left behind. No copper left behind. All right, well, that's that. We got a nice little chunk there. Let's get our scale out. I'll tell you what, man, that was full. That must have been like a, that had to have been a 3-phase motor or something. Whatever that originally was. Because that thing was loaded with copper. These are all big nuggets, man. Okay. I don't know if I can pick that up with one hand. Oh yeah. $30.6, so that's minus 1.7. So basically 29 pounds. That's not bad, man. That's almost $100 out of that one motor. So we're gonna weigh up all the other bits, and then we'll kind of weigh that barrel. See if we got our 1180 back, and then we're going to move on to transformers. Okay, here we go. We got a solid half a drum of electric motor windings. Now we got our barrel dolly here that I got for scrap. Works okay if the barrels are you know, in really good condition, because you know it only really grabs over there. But as soon as you hit a bump, man, this thing will let you know. It'll just drop. But it does work great for getting tight spaces. All right, let's see. We're gonna drop this down. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, we're picking up the whole dolly. Hold on. $332 minus 30. Hey, that's not bad. I think we might have recovered our money. Let's find out. So that's 302 times 3.65. Oh, we're $80 short of recovering our money, but I'm pretty sure we got enough steel over there to more than cover that. And we got 1,600 more pounds to go through, and there's going to be some nuggets in there. Now, this was broken up because one, I had an issue with the machine. And you know, we started late in the evening, and also we were doing a lot of like Steve was processing other stuff as well, because we have some #1 copper and a good almost quarter barrel of more #2 from some other things he was doing. So we're gonna get a nice little nugget here, but I'm hoping we get $1,000 out of them transformers. If we can get $1,000 out of them transformers, then buying all this stuff is pretty much worth it. We basically doubled our money, Maybe, I don't know, we'll find out. I've been keeping track. I have meticulous records, okay, over here, if that makes any sense at all. There was one of these right there. I forgot to write the steel weight down, so, but none of that really matters. We have the overall rates. I just wanted to make sure that all of these were actually profitable. So, you know, the ones I'm really concerned about were the ones with the rotors inside, but I think we picked really good, you know, we picked through and got some good products out of there. So hopefully they still have this stuff, because I haven't been back there in a week. I got so busy with some other stuff, you know. I haven't been to the steel yard yet since I picked this stuff up. That's probably going to be it for this video. So I should have kept track of the actual hours. The processing really didn't take that long. The longest part was getting that first stator out of that thing. You know, the rest of the stuff was pretty easy. Once this thing is set up and dialed in, it especially them smaller motors, this thing just walked through that stuff. And I was surprised how it walked through that last motor and just made, you know, just minced that steel up. So that's a testament to that $500 blade. That thing is no joke. But it just like everything, did incur a little damage. The machine took some damage. The thing over there took damage, but hopefully that's been upgraded. So we shouldn't have to worry about that any longer. That's hopefully been upgraded. I mean, I was picking up and pulling some stuff. We are gonna, you know, look into that, and I'm open for any suggestions to make, you know, that actually work better than what I did. I don't think that thing's ever gonna come out of there for as much as that rubber thing was holding, but who knows. And then we are gonna have to get a seal for this thing, because I put a little pan under this, and it's about a quarter full, man. We leaked some oil. So, and then I was just telling Steve, we need to, there's actually that cylinder, being that I'm moving the thing up and over and to the side, this thing's being pulled, the side to side's not bad because it's going to pull a straight line, but when I go up, it's you know, it's tweaking on that and tweaking the thing and putting pressure on that seal that it's not supposed to be putting pressure on. So there's actually something that this thing's going to sit on, and there's going to be a whole nother thing here that I need a couple parts for, but once I get it, it's going to be another game changer, and probably something you've never seen, because I've only seen it one place, and it is part of the baddest stator wrecking machine I've ever seen. And it just makes this machine so versatile, and that's what we're going for. I'm taking the machine that I seen, we're going to implement all the parts and procedures it had, and then I'm going to add to it. And then this is going to be a one machine does everything setup, but we're going to be, like I said, we're going to have a dedicated splitter. We're going to have a dedicated puller. So this thing can just be dialed in for cracking. I mean, we haven't even set up the cracking blade. Like those aluminum cases Steve cut, I have a $700 blade specifically made for cracking those blades. And then the other part that's going to be added to this is going to assist with that. It's going to be something. It's going to be a one-of-a-kind, badass machine. So on that note, if you come this far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We're going to get cleaned up. I'm going to do this later. You'll see this in the next video with the transformers and a final totally. I know it's a couple videos we've been doing this, but I wasn't expecting to have so many issues with the machine. But hey, it's a work in progress. I'm glad you guys are here with me going through it. I appreciate all the suggestions in the comments, even if I don't think it's something that I can use. And there's a lot of comments that I get, people giving me suggestions, but I can tell they're suggesting me things because they haven't seen the finished product of what I'm trying to accomplish. Once you see that, and you know what? I think I'm going to do a live stream soon to celebrate my 40,000. Thank you for that. for getting me to 40,000 subs. I just been so busy. I haven't had a chance to do a live stream, but I want to do a live stream, and I think I'll show a clip of what I'm actually trying to replicate, so you can kind of get a picture and an idea of what I'm going for. So on that note, we'll see you in the next one. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Watch it. Look, it's dancing. You ever seen your copper dance before?